So hey guys, I'm here with Klaj from Fnatic. I think it's our first interview, right? So maybe you wanna introduce yourself, like from where, like how long did you play the game? From where did you come? Did you maybe play in another game, in another team before coming to Fnatic?
So I come from Sweden and I started playing in season 1. And at season 3 I think I got somewhat high elo, like Demo 1 I hit challenges sometimes as well. And I started getting recognized. Martin wanted to do with me at that time and so, but we never do it because I ditched him actually. But yeah, I started playing in Navi lately. But I never signed because I was contacted by another LCS team first. But they didn't pick me up because I was too inexperienced, they said. And then 2 days later, Fnatic contacted me, and now I'm in Fnatic.
So playing from solo queue to like LCS, of course, everyone just talks about it. It's like a different game. How much different is it from a very fresh experience?
It's a lot of different, because in solo queue you just want to make plays all the time. You don't really care about the game. You just want playmaker, but in LCS you actually need to think about the game, how you trade, and how you just play the game as good as possible.
Okay, so I think I talked with Martin with Reckless a bit about your approach and how it's like different from ROCCAT maybe, and he just said that you're more like demanding, I think, of a support. That, for example, for the Vision game, that you do more stuff for Fnatic and more shot calling. What's like your general take on that? Like, do you think you provide like a lot of good stuff in terms of like macro game for Fnatic?
I didn't know how much Noxiac did, but the most of macro game is on Martin. But I'm trying to take over right now the role of shearing up the team, warding, and spell check and just basic stuff, and then we will work on the shot calling later on.
Yeah. So from me as a jungler, it's pretty like interesting maybe to ask, how much is Spirit maybe doing the team? Like, are you more of like in charge of what to do with him, or is it like more of him doing his decisions? Like, what's like the dynamic between you two maybe? Is it like more of a, hey, he tells me I should come and deep ward with him, or is it more like, hey, you say to him, hey, we really need vision in this area, can you come and with me and everything?
It's actually both way around. Sometimes I'm the one taking shots, and sometimes he's the one saying where I should be and what we should do, because he's like one of the shot callers, so he says what we should do, but sometimes I have to pull him to me and say we need to ward this area and clear this and such.
Okay, so we haven't really seen that much yet of you in Fnatic, but I think people probably want to know what kind of playstyle you prefer, like maybe champions that you're like famous for. I know that people say you're mechanically gifted, like Thresh is like a really good champion of yours, and I think we played like a few solo queue games too with like some hook champions and everything. Like, do you think you're more of an aggressive supporter, or you're gonna take more of like a supporting role where you just say, hey, maybe I can play Jenna here and I just do my best to like support the team?
Nah, I'm a Thresh Leona player. I just want to make plays all the time, but I'm trying to learn the passive supports as well, just to help out the team, so I'm not one-dimensional.
Yeah. And of course, people want to know, just in general, like your entire team, who's like cool to hang out with maybe, how's the relationship between you and the guys? I mean, your coach probably just said it on the analyst desk today, it's like more of a complete team, I think, like no one feels left out, and of course you being Swedish helps a lot with Reckless too. Like, what's the general dynamic of like, especially bot lane?
So me and Reckless, we talk a lot of Swedish when we play like duo and so, but in team we try to keep it in English. Me and Febben just connected because he's just a funny guy and we just have same humor, and Spirit is like the Korean Febben. So Gams is a bit shy, but he's opened up more and more lately, so it's really fun.
Okay. Moving forward, I think Fnatic has been, like, people say that Fnatic has been like fairly inconsistent in terms of like results and games. Some games are like really good, and then you had this like very brutal loss against Splice where 0 kills, and it's like unfortunate. But what do you think you have to do in order to like make Fnatic consistent again, consistent enough to maybe reclaim the throne?
Actually, the Splice game and the last H2K game was really good for us, even though we lost, because we looked back at those games and learned a lot from them, and now we are not making the same mistake anymore.
Okay, short answer. I like it. I think that's pretty much everything we covered. I didn't want to dive too deep into the game with our first interview, but yeah, if you want to check out more stuff, we have a few more interviews from Fnatic, of course, to hear, and I hope we will do another one in the future. And yeah, if you want to check it out, theScore eSports.com is your site to check. Yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time.